hard as a crouton, receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge.
Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
You talking about you? Because I ain't even answered the nigga. I heard nigga say I'm about to beat on you. I know, but I'm talking about what the nigga said, fuck nigga. Man, you got me fucked up, bro. Who you? Alright. It comes say over with this little young ass red nigga, man. You know what I'm saying?
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
I almost thought you was riding, boy, for a second.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Winston. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Damn, number 20 hit that nigga.
The coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Benny Snell Jr., the great nephew of the 1960s Jets running back Matt Snell. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are able to stop him.
That number 20, man. Who the fuck is number 20 for the Jets? Man, Adams or something. That bitch, he's laying the wood,
yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
Come on, man. All this nigga just
knock
did.
people back and establish the runner.
This nigga just did a million
No
shit.
gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready?
Second down and goal. Winston eluding the pressure. And he will score.
Winston.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Try to cheat the hell out of him. Come on. No. Get off none of that.
His 5th touchdown
Bye.
now on the year.
Night.
The Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart.
Jack might need to hit that. Jack might need to hit that motherfucker.
That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, Jack might need to hit that blunt, man.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Ready? Blue light. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll run. It's Sanders. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You just made it quick, what?
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface.
Yeah.
You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Winston now. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they like some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Sell nothing, nigga. Big homie.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball.
4 defense, but he got 4 stars on the offensive line.
Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best
line runner got 4 fucking stars, big bro.
Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2nd and 6. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10. Fields. It's caught by Aguilar.
I'm going to put some shit together.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We talking about offensive line, man.
Fields. And that is incomplete.
Man, I'm talking about offensive line, bro. This nigga offensive line, he got this shit.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense.
No, he don't. He got the Jets.
And see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands.
And he got 4 offensive stars on the fucking line, bro.
In the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook.
That 2nd down play call was not to
he can do what the hell they want to do back
there.
there.
To accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because
stop all this
on 1st down, so they
all this dumbass zone shit.
So to speak, they need to make up some ground, and they did.
Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Off play action. Fields. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Off the play fake. Fields feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, y'all gotta pick that shit, bro.
Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but and this will be caught.
Yeah, yeah, I smoked the day I went, bro. February 8th, 2017.
Yeah. As they are now on the
big
board
ass.
here in the first half. The point after through the raindrops.
I'm talking about so much shit.
Tied at 7.
This shit is like unstoppable shit. And I used to put the put the 2 cigarillos together, put the little back of the straw in the back of that bitch.
So only at 7 now as they kick it away.
Real smoking shit.
This is taken at
I'm saying real smoking shit, man. All that playing around and shit.
He'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
What did he say? Yeah, with the, you know how you put the straw in the back of it, you cut the little piece of straw. Yeah.
The Bucks
all that shit
set
was going
to begin
on,
their
bro.
next possession. They put it last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football.
A nigga want to get high, though.
Get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's how I used to do it, man. Try to count paper out, roll that bit, put the straw in the back of that bit. All that. Hey.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Oh, get out of there on his ass then. Get out of there on his ass then. Oh, get out of there on his ass then. Don't play with him. Get out of there on his motherfucking ass.
A great effort.
What wrong with him?
His 5th touchdown.
Nigga ain't got no running back control. Bitch, where?
Have taken the lead. The extra point up and good.
Wrong these niggas. My kicker bullshit no, boy.
14-7.
My kick's been fucked up. Guess because I ain't paid a nigga.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Sweet potato, bitch. Nah, bitch. You had all that mouth the other night. Ain't nothing sweet. So you're going to have to hit me, nigga. I'm going to hit you one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A good run on first down. It's got it very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Cook.
You praying on that nigga to hit the first nigga with the shit, get on through, ain't it, Jack?
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers.
I'm looking, I'm like,
in this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun on 3rd down. Fields completes it to Aguilar. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down. Fields. The attempt
dive,
to dive, and he has it.
I thought I was coming up under that one.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got 1st and 10.
I missed the nigga.
The improv
I thought nigga ran right at me, bitch. I missed it.
It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 4. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Back to the mic. Mike back.
The final shot before break.
Oh, see this one. Both safe. Go, he go for it again.
Touchdown. Chris Herndon in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
15.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
Come on, bro.
He'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw. Fields. Buying time to his left. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Double time. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Kill.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Snell. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Another run with Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. Let's go.
On first down, Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Big stop, let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Ready, move ready. Check 55, come on. Check 55.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook.
Let that nigga strike out.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
Who said I'm talking? You ain't heard me say nothing, fuck nigga.
They run again on first down. Cook. And inside.
I'm talking about your offensive line, man. You got 4 offensive stars,
12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Yeah, I'm saying my shit's straight. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't what you got going on.
This might be the best of the bunch. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fields.
Good shit. I'm talking about trying to flip. He threw play ass right in on that bitch.
Chris Herndon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Play fake. Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle
Good
of the
one,
field.
boy.
And that's caught.
Look at this shit. Then the nigga held me up. I'm talking about he put that bitch on the money.
23-yard line.
I hear that other nigga get all the way over there, man. Nigga ain't supposed to be right there, man.
51 yards.
Number 6 with all that
Time to
bullshit.
catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Damn, I'm talking about I caught that deep-ass pass.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 3rd and 2, Fields.
There we go, pick, boy.
And it's a
oh, he fumbled it.
And I think they are going
Why
to
he
get
fumbled that
back.
motherfucker?
Well, that would have been something.
Boy, they almost cheated for you, boy.
Keep the possession on the INT.
I told him, boy, they almost cheated for you, boy.
That takeaway, partner, right there. That's a combination of coaching,
with the lineman,
execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And they passed him off to each
Come on,
defender.
you got to get in there, boy.
Ended up making a nice play.
I'm playing with these niggas, man.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Play with them, shit.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try to run with Sanders.
Good way to get in there.
Take
Fuck
it
the
into the end
defense.
zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point.
That nigga missed the shit.
And he missed it.
That nigga missed the kick,
Would you believe it? It is no good.
Game time field goal kick, man. This nigga missed it. That's crazy.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's what you get when you don't pay your kicker, goddamn.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Damn, what they won't let them do, boy?
5 yards shy of midfield.
I think that'll make some shaking.
First of their timeouts.
He gonna make some shake.
They'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Good D. Oh, and I'll take the pick.
They get the turnover.
Yeah, I'm saying. Good fucking D, boy.
Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your...
Good pick.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Pick, and I lost by 1 point.
The 16. And a big turnover there.
And I hit it with a double moving off. I think still got back and picked that bit.
And that one... Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now.
Fumble like that nigga did me. I played nigga the other day, but nigga, I played Troy the other day. Nigga fumbled on some dumb shit like that.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on the punt for New York. That's taken on the 25.
Good game, Jack. Shit, a whole lot tougher though, wasn't it?
Into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really
21. I'm just a fucking field goal, bro.
Finish it off. You're exactly
Jack
right.
won.
They took us down to the last
21-20. I missed the field goal.
Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Yeah.
So for the Jets,
177
their good
rushing,
start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You got a game up. She nasty.